go through the Amalfi Coast, which I really support. There's a really jagged coastline. We call the Milky Mountain. It's 100% limestone. Softer hills and darker cliffs because it's limestone mixed up. Okay? Beautiful, awful level. Now, let's understand one second. What was this place? It couldn't be a church. Jesus Christ was crucified just a few years before the rapture. It became a church 3 centuries later the Vesuvio was erupted. But that was in other cities. Pompeii was already gone. And in this courthouse, civil trials took place. Criminals, you might know already, they were sent to the amphitheater to entertain the people, to keep busy the gladiators. The death was the show. Remember this expression because it's funny. Bread and circus. Every time they were electing new politicians or they were conquering new countries, they were giving bread and shows to the citizens to honor the emperor. Also was a way of propaganda. You know, nothing is for free, or was for free. The judge, the magisters running the cities, they're saying up there in the court, on the tribunal, also for safety reasons. You know, there were all riots here, and you should be able to see the entrance on the right where the magisters were going on. One more thing about this place. I'm sure you noticed that there are plenty of these columns roughly on the same side. Can you see them? This is because 17 years before the rapture, this is all I'm trying to answer you about that question. Pompeii was already destroyed by an earthquake, a big one, a huge. They felt in Rome during the 62 AD. So during the rapture, the entire city was filled. Travel a lot. BC, before travel. I'll tell you what. I used to do totally different things in my life, okay? Nothing to do with these hot stones. I'm a winemaker. I used to run wineries in Australia, New Zealand, France. I'll tell you what, my partner, I'm not going to find her because she's a tour guide. Be aware, she's very tired. She yells a lot. Just stop me. Man, no more wine, kiss, the clock is ticking. You need to get another degree. Don't worry, I'm going to help you. It's going to be easy. It took me forever. So I have a 1 degree in winemaking, agriculture, and 1 in alcohol. Okay.
Wow. We spent a day touring a few wineries in
Tuscany.
Well, we were staying in Florence, but we took a private.
Yeah. If you like wines, you're talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
But don't say I'm alcoholic, because I am.
So do you still make a...
Yeah, I'll live it with you. I make some wine. Trust me, because this is right there, okay? Maybe after it's going to clear up, we're going to take another nice picture.
So facing it now, does it still is it sloped downward? Like, is it
So
part of it
we have 2 pits. The lower one is on the right. That's the old volcano. The cone is on the left, which started to come out from the 7th AD. That's the final shape after many eruptions. Okay. As I mentioned, we had so many others. It's even big. Anyway, you see the falling in Rome? So, I mean, this is way better. But we're a little bit jealous about this because we don't have modern buildings around here. It's such an original place. Instead, we're receiving the politicians. Over there instead is where we're doing the elections behind that little wall. Elections every year in March. I don't want to say it was a democratic society because it was based on slavery and politicians were only people that were really rich that could afford the propaganda and for career. In the northern side of the square, you can always find that temple. It's that building with 6 columns. There was Zeus, Jupiter temple. You know Zeus?
Zeus.
That's what it looks like from here.
Ja, det bor det.
This from here in the front, you can see the bone sticking out. Not this one, the other one behind. So look from here towards this. See the bones?
Oh yeah.
I like that. That was very simple. Why where the marble counter for education. Sometimes the masters were sending their own slaves to buy food here, and they couldn't speak the Latin because we're not educated. This is why they displayed the menu up there. You can see chicken, eggs, This is the place for the night door. But I'm going to show you better shops than these. And just to tell you that this was a trading city. There are more than 500 shops like that.
500?
500, yeah. But I want to ask you something more about the streets. You trade stones from the middle of the streets, they go all the way down the streets. You have any idea what they're made for?
Stopping runaway cars.
You're getting close. To control the traffic. Just standard
Speed
cars.
bumps.
Exactly. We're able to pass through. Horses were forced to go through the side. You had to slow down. If you had a bigger cart, you had to park yours outside the city gate, pay the parking behind mine cart. So you're making money also with transportation. But you have also a very quiet. Anyway, we're going to see that most of the houses have extra space, and they're making extra money renting those places for the shops next to the main entrance. You should be able to see the car rocks further on.
Heavy rain and then sun.
This is so confusing.
Era piena di lame e di lupe e di lupi giapponesi. Allora qui c'erano le prostitute, venivano chiamate lupe. Perché per evitare
Okay, guys. These are good.
Yes.
Follow me. So we'll go right now. All fancy was this place. Remember that was happening. Look, some of the most incredible blue collar you ever seen in your life. You can bet. Private fountain. This guy was paying extra for those beautiful lead pipes to supply water to that fountain. That mosaic is made out of glass, ladies and gentlemen. And for the blue color, guess what? Now we're going to see plenty of lead pipes. Obviously, this is a house, guys. We're going to explain the properties from the inside, okay? Wait a minute. Because you know, the aqueduct, when the Romans copied most of the things from the Greeks, even the layout of the cities, the main square forum was called Agora by the Greeks. But for the aqueduct, they were the masters, okay? Okay, follow me. All of these lead pipes. They'll lick it. Lead? Why lead? It's durable. It's reliable. And yeah, they are always underneath the sidewalk. Okay? The water source was coming from 100-mile inland with a massive aqueduct, just by gravity from the mountains, to maintain the pH of 2%. When the aqueduct was crossing the valleys, they used the arches, okay?
Right.
The mountains, when the aqueduct was crossing the mountain through the tunnels. And the aqueduct was ending up this street. Can you see that cistern?
Yeah.
A brick building? That's a cistern collecting the water of the aqueduct. You can see just one arch, actually one and a half. There are totally three main lines. One for the baths, one for the private homes, one for the fountains. So in case of lack of water, they were able to decide which line to cut off. The fountains were the last ones. I mean, we like to say that because, I mean, everybody should have water, that's the idea. Proof, putting clay chips. The second was white, because it was used to write propaganda inscriptions. Because they were electing politicians every year, they had to make sure they were able to change the name on very quickly. Now guys, what we're going to see right now, a naughty god. Priapus, the god of fertility, prosperity, and good luck. You know, he's doing something weird, but it's nothing to do with sex or brothels. It's against the evil eye. And he's doing something funny. He's weighing his penis on a scale. And under the plate there is a bag full of coins. Heavier, more money you will make. They had it right at the edge of the house, you know?
It's like the train last night, yeah.
Now you can take all the pictures you want, but remember, without flashlight, and no touching the water. Yeah, there it is. There he is. Sorry to tell you that, guys. There is a disease called priapism. That comes from that god over there. I had a neurologist that wanted a business card with that thing. Come on, man. I think we'll see plenty to go. Did you believe it? Two former slaves had a chance to do this. But let's go and see first something unique. They don't have any of the other houses. The slave section, they had something special. Together with priapus, penises, they were using snakes for good luck. Do you know why snakes? They change skin. That's a new life. Eating eggs, the original life, like the sperm and the egg. But I brought you here, honestly, because there are shrines everywhere, because these guys had their own brothel. Brothel, no? Yes. Yeah. Normally, they don't have it in the houses. There were places that were meant for that. What's interesting is that these brothels were for the slaves they owned. Yeah, but first of all, to keep them happy, and second, this was smart guys. They knew that newborns were belonging to the masters. So it became a sort of slave factory. A tank filled by the aqueduct, by pressure, you supply water to the fountains in the garden. Okay? So you can see how they're eating reclined, lying on the elbow, with the right hand lying on the left. Why? They were afraid of left hands. Yeah, mythological stories. They're funny. You know the Minotaur? Minotaur? This is how it was born. A lady with a bow. The story was the representatives. We don't have mythological stories. We have this black frieze that's going all the way around the walls, showing you on the job of the Roman Empire. The only one which has got a job is this one here. They're playing darts, like in the pubs. The florist picking the flowers and drying them for what? To make perfumes. They're making perfumes with olive oil and flowers. Interestingly, you can see the cupboards where they were storing the glass shovels, wet sponges to clean the ash on the walls. And guys, that's just done. That's how they're restored. Well, this is how they come out. It's not finished yet. Wow. Okay, so I'm happy we made it. We survived till now. Too many things. Well, I brought you here to show you the most important mosaic of the city. largest one, roughly 2 million pieces. I mean, I didn't count them. If you trust me, somebody did.
Oh yeah.
And let's go see the other side. This is the day, huh? This is the cold plunge. Okay, cold, which was the last stop of the cruise. This room is called Tiffy Garden Ticket, not hot, warm. Was used to boil, for example, filled with shots. Passed it from the steam room to the cold plunge room. In fact, it's where they found tons of glass bottles and oil lamps that contain olive oils and perfumes. And I showed you in that painting, because the guy who paid for it had a last name called Bachman means town. The words we have the symbol of his last name. Now, how to warm up this room? It was an open behind this wall. With a burning over was pushed through the plate pipes. The pipes run to the double floor, double wall, double ceiling, and was circulating. Actually, I can show you the piers underneath there to suspend this floor. That's how they create the space. The piers.
Can you take that from my desk, please? Well, can we get used to this view?
Beautiful. You can see that light blue, no, that light blue Mediterranean cup.
Smaller stuff.
I have another one. Sorry, Cisco.
You're part of the video.
Look at the cacti. How tall is it? Or even like anything like that is pretty too. I don't know how much these. They say how much they are.
Where are you, my love?
Clothing.
Where are you, my love?
I'm in Positano, and you're in the middle of the street. About to get run over. Baby.
You wanna go?
Eats, Cisco. Look at those.
Steak.
These like little sardines. Side, like little dishes that are painted. cabeça os vasos.
See when they're coming down. Sun keeps shining on that town.
I know
down
it does.
there.
Hurry up! No, hurry! That was the worst failure.
Hold me! I'm like a hospital patient. Sinking into the sea. Will somebody please? Alright.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is my dancer.
This is your answer. Okay with it.
What's it called?
Amalfi,
Well, this is the Amalfi Coast, right?
but there's a town Amalfi.
I think it's a little farther than
think it's
the
pretty
next
far away.
town because
Oh,
this one here is I forgot the name of it that juts out, but Amalfi is in the bay beyond that.
oh. Are those dogs that are barking?
No,
No?
no, I think it's just like an
Somebody
apartment
over the
complex
road.
of dogs that because there's so many people with decks probably have dogs outside on their decks.
Yeah, that's true.
This one's in the Coast.
I don't know how
valley.
Literally running a marathon for 40 weeks straight. So zip it that my calves hurt.
Not sure what that means.
Oh, the end of the you can find main road.
Main road, and then you'll take us to where?
No, this is game.
Okay, this way. And I can buy tickets there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I am in Positano, and we just were walking up the steps and came upon this beautiful view.
This still says here thunderstorm warning, right?
Sì. Buongiorno, allora sto aspettando
They
la
didn't
risposta.
believe me.
It says like running A40.
That's what what did I say? No, that's not what I said. Set it down like it's kind of dark on your faces.
Watching out the terror attack.
It looks like a
Dr.
dinosaur.
Grant.
Excellent.
Sorry, my barman is more slowly with the pizza. If you order for pizza, maybe he's more slow, but
Sunglasses out.
Otro sitio porque está complicado.
Oh yeah, get a majestic shot. I'm ready to go.
Where are you, my love?
I am in Positano, down at the beach. We just made it down. The sun came out, and the water is beautiful. Recap. Positano is absolutely gorgeous. We've had mostly overcast and some rain, but today the sun is coming out and it's just beautiful. The water is turquoise. We've walked many thousands of steps probably up and down the cliff face. We've had some delicious food. We've had some limoncello. And now we're on the beach. Soaking in the sun. It's Nona. It's Nona. Packed here on like summer days because this is the only like public beach area. It must be absolutely packed.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. This is our first souvenir. For the bambino. It's a little Positano lemon bib.
Limoncello, babe.
Limoncello.
Piccolo limoncello.
So tiny.
Usually it's just always with my toothbrush, and I think.
Behind us. Oh, maybe this is the beach that. Hello. I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a hotel and a restaurant on the side of that mountain.
He likes that.
Tell me what you want to eat next.
What I want to eat next? You want seafood. I'm pretty full, said July. We have many options. That in Positano would be like €50 for the plate.
Look at that carnage. Year's 20.